Hi everyone, Godfather Prepper, and what a beautiful, beautiful November day. And what I got here is, I'm pretty excited about it. You know, I love cooking on my rocket stove. It is so much fun. It is so efficient and economical. It just takes a little bit of wood. So what I've done is I've collaborated with a craftsman over in Arizona. I've had a lot of people ask me about these things and wanted to buy them. And so I've collaborated with a friend of mine who is a metal genius in Arizona, and we have come up with a full-size rocket stove that fits in this box here. It has a lifetime warranty on the parts. If something wears out, you send it back to them and they'll send you a new one. And it ships very affordably. And it just takes literally under 2 minutes to put together. So let's get started. What you've got here are the feet, or the legs. Here are your stove holders, your pot holders, excuse me, burners. And what you've got here are your pot holders, nice and beefy, and your feeder tray, and finally the stove itself. You've got the burn chamber and the chimney. And let's get started. Let's put this thing together. It is so simple. What you do is you get yourself a set of legs. Oop, forgot my hardware. Here's the hardware package. Now all that's required to assemble this is a wrench or a socket, one or the other. You don't need both. And I'm going to use an impact wrench because life's too short. Okay, that one's on. I'm going to probably get this down to a NASCAR 45 seconds if I worked on it. The stove is assembled, the bottom is. Okay, so there's the basic unit. All we got to do is put our pot holder on. So you put the bolt through the chimney and flip that on. Put a flat washer and your nuts. Tighten them up. Do the same thing to the other side. Very simple. Just and what you end up with is a full-size rocket stove, and there it is. All we do is take this chamber, or excuse me, this fuel tray, slip it in. It has little teeth in the back that lock in. See the slots there? I don't know if you can see that. Anyways, it fits in that, locks in those two little slots. And there you have a full-size, when I say rocket stove, it's got a rocket burning chamber, but it's not insulated. But you don't need 1200 degrees to warm tortillas and cook meals. This thing is absolutely, even in freezing weather, and I use mine in freezing weather, even in freezing weather you can generate a tremendous amount of heat and do all the cooking you want. So there you have it. I guess this would be the G2 rocket stove for preppers. Okay, for those of you who are concerned about this thing not holding enough weight because it bolts together, I want to show you something. 200 and, whoa, 55 pounds of rippling muscle, and it didn't even budge. This thing is absolutely rock solid. Look at that. So that answers that question. And again, it's got a lifetime warranty, and this individual in Arizona is selling them, and they're $149 a piece. And yes, I'm shilling them because I get a bit of that, and what that does is allow me to do more projects. Gives me a little more income to do some other projects with. I've got a bunch of stuff coming up. I actually want to make a solar-powered wood splitter, and I've got several other projects that I'm looking forward to building. So let's get started. Let's take this thing outside and fire it up. Okay, what I have here is enough wood to cook one and perhaps even 2 full meals. And these are about the size of a paint stick. They're about a little over 1/4 inch thick. Some of them are 1/4 inch. And this is a little bit of pitch pine that I saved. And what these are just scraps that I save. I throw them in a 55-gallon plastic barrel next to my chop saw. And when I need them, I have them for projects like this. And they were already stripped out. And basically I just had to run them one time and cut them to length. So it's nice having this dry source of fuel for the stove. And you know, now's a good time. If you're going to get a rocket stove, get your fuel ready ahead of time. You know, you could put a 5-gallon bucket up, or a few 5-gallon buckets of cut lumber like this, tinder, and there's a lot of cooking involved. You won't have to rummage around for fuel for a while if there's a problem. Oh, these things are fantastic. Look at this stove. Just unbelievable how efficient it is. And we're making chips.